Alright, so it's been a while. So it's Sunday morning, September 20th, or 21st, excuse me. Chunk says good morning. So here's an update, finally, of the garden. It's been probably 2 months, if not anything, 9 to 10 weeks since my last update. But since then, there's a little flower garden here, a little flower bed. There is the strawberries. They've just done they're phenomenal. And then here's the blueberries here. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then the pink lemonade blueberry, and then there's the other one. And here's our goji plant. And it's actually produced several berries. There's actually some, it's doing a late summer harvest right now, so that's pretty cool. And then over here are the Concord grapes. And we actually have some that are ready, if you can see. I don't know if it's not picking it out. There it is. Ta-da! And then we got some more strawberries. So our ever ready ones are doing their late summer harvest. Not as much as their spring, but it's been pretty cool. It was a nice, pleasant surprise. We weren't expecting that. So that's been pretty cool. Been having some late summer strawberries. There's the pine berry. Sorry, some of the weeds have kind of overgrown here. But yeah, here's the triple crown blackberry. Here, the blackberries. And here's our golden raspberries. I was talking to my mom about it last night, telling her that we got some ready for harvest. There's Chunk again. Hey, Chunkers. There's the Pinot Gris grapes. There's our raspberries. And then our lettuces, we're trying to let these seed and save the seeds for next summer. So we have arugula, there's Boston greens, a couple varieties of romaine, and then our broccoli sprouts, and our kale, and our Brussels sprouts, excuse me, is what I was trying to say. Brussels sprouts, our kale, and our collard greens, and our broccoli greens. They just got tormented late July, early August by these flea beetles. So we lost most of that, but some of it's trying to come back. So I've just kind of watered it here and there, and it's bouncing back after the infest. The corn is done. Got that completely harvested and taken out. Then we had some melons, several melons that were ready. They were delicious. So we had some watermelon varieties. And then there's still some growing back here. You see the canary melons, the yellow one. So there's a few of them still. And then there's big giant watermelons. Those aren't ready yet. And then there's Mausers. Then we have our artichokes. I'm letting one flower because I'm learning about all this kind of stuff. And then the other ones we've just been harvesting here and there whenever they're ready. And then we have the arugula and other lettuce greens over here, but that again, along with the broccoli family, just got detrimented during the summer with the beetles. And but those are the only kind of the other vegetables, they didn't touch them at all. So I just turned this area into like more of an herb garden. So we have more basil, sage, lettuce basil, sweet basil, spice basil, and then the kale over here. The kale is pretty much done. I was planning on harvesting this and giving it to the chickens. Or not kale, quinoa. Excuse me, quinoa. That's what this is. Quinoa. And then we have the zucchini area. It's still producing zucchinis, but it's almost done for the season. And then the beans, those are pretty much done for the season. So what we have left, I've left to dry to save the seeds for next spring and next summer. And then we have our bell peppers right here, our lady bells. And then the rest of our melons, some honeydew here. And there's the pear tree, there's thyme. And then here's the last bit of the tomatoes here. It's almost done. It just looks so barren without the corn here. But yeah, there's the yellow ones. And then over here we have the cherry tomatoes. These are still growing good. And there's a peekaboo from the kitty. And then we had potatoes in here. Those did really well. They're fingerling ones. We harvested those, I think, early August, and then I just put them as more bee attractant flowers. And then, of course, over here is the barren row where the corn was. That finished out really well. Did really good this year. And then some eggplant, the chunk again. Here's the other eggplant. Not really sure what variety these are. We got these from a friend of ours. I think these are the Japanese eggplants, the long purple slender ones. And then this eggplant grows really fat, like a softball size eggplants. Not really sure what's wrong with that one. It should be like purple with this, like this one. And then there's the traditional eggplant on that one, the regular ones that you see pretty much in the grocery stores, the big black ones. Then there's the tomatillos. Got a lot of canned tomatillo salsa, other salsas that have been canned. Here's the Anaheim peppers. And then this row here is where we had the red onions. We filled up an entire 3-gallon bucket of red onions. And been using that over the summer, and I think I literally have 4 left. And then right here is where we had the carrots and celery planted. After harvesting the carrots, I replanted with beets. So that's the beets at the second half, or the other half of the end. And then right here in the middle is celery. I've just kind of, we harvested the other 4 of the celeries. And I noticed after harvesting them, they wilted really, really fast. And they didn't really keep very well. So as I've been kneading it, I've just been kind of pulling it from the bottom down here. Just as I've been kneading, and then it just kind of grows back like grass. So I've just been kind of just leaving it like that. And then the other over here we had cabbage. So I replanted with more bell peppers. So, and then these bell peppers are certified heirloom non-GMO ones. The other ones are just store-bought organic, but these ones have been certified. I guess I'm kind of trusting both sides, but I don't know, I feel more secure with these because it felt like it came more from a direct source. But yeah, ignorance is bliss, I guess, huh? And then over here we had the I think it was broccoli sprouts in this row, and then here we had the purple cauliflower. Both of them did really, really well until the beetle infestation that we had, but thankfully we harvested the cauliflower just before it hit, so we had a really, really good harvest of that. And then we replanted with watermelon. And the watermelon has completely taken over everything. But we've just been kind of letting it. It's been just a wonderful grace. And it's been just, I mean, we got just huge, I mean, they're bigger than a basketball size watermelons. And I think these ones are supposed to be seedless. I'm not really sure. These are also heirloom seeds bought as well. And then this is that little okra that I was getting so impatient with in June that it just wasn't growing at all. And then once when that kind of spring snap kind of went away and the warm summer heat kind of kicked in, they flourished. So we've had okra out the wazoo. And I've been trying to find good pickling okra recipes, but just haven't had any really good luck here lately. But yeah. And so over here was what we presumed we thought we bought online were purple cherry tomatoes. But they kind of just turned into, I don't know, they're just starting to ripen now. I don't think they're going to turn purple. I think they're going to turn, maybe keep that orangey color. Yeah, I doubt they're going to turn red or even purple. And then of course we have our nasturtiums and marigolds, our organic pest resistant, you know, the stuff that attracts the bugs that eats the pests. And again, this is supposed to be our cherry tomatoes, but they kind of turned into like Roma tomatoes or like a stew tomato. But that's okay too. And then we got the kale over here, and then come back around, more nasturtiums, and there's the raspberries, and then Mausers, and the strawberries again. But yeah, it's kind of, it looks really barren without the corn. But other than that, it's still growing really, really well. Still getting lots of produce. The only thing I really had to buy from the store is carrots, because we didn't plant enough. But other than that, it's been really, really good. And there's the chicken coop peach tree. And that's it. Have a great day.